Friends of LTU, it is my special privilege and honor to now present to you the 7th President of Lawrence Technological University, Dr. Virinder Moudgil.
Chairman Royce, members of the Board of Trustees, colleagues, alumni, students, and friends of Lawrence Technological University, thank you for the honor that you have bestowed upon me. And to today's speakers, I greatly appreciate your expression of friendship and support. May I also acknowledge the presence and long-term guidance and support of President Gary Russi and all my colleagues and friends from Oakland University. Thank you. Sir Isaac Newton acknowledged his remarkable accomplishments in science by saying that he was able to stand on the shoulders of leaders who had gone before. So it is with me as I begin my service as the 7th President of this great institution, Lawrence Technological University, LTU. It is a special opportunity and privilege to work under the guidance of a leader, an exemplary leader, Mr. Lloyd E. Royce. As you already heard, a trustee since 1978 and the chairman of trustees since 93, he has provided a steady leadership for 4 previous LTU presidents. Mr. Royce and his wife, Maureen, have made significant commitment to education and our community, and we at Lawrence Tech are among many grateful beneficiaries. I want to also recognize the leadership and long service of 2 living past presidents of LTU. Dr. Richard Marburger served as president for 15 years, as you learned just recently. Today, nearly 20 years after he retired from presidency, he voluntarily comes in every single day and continues to mentor, advise, and inspire students and fosters important interaction with major donors. Thank you. Dr. Lewis Walker, my immediate predecessor, served as provost for 14 years and as president for 6 years. He is serving our university this year as a co-traveler, a friend, and as chancellor, and is continuing to build relationships, partnerships, and support. Thank you, Lewis, as well. And now, a page is turned. This is an exciting time to be engaged in higher education. Our nation and our world face many different challenges, and never has there been a more pressing need for new ideas and new solutions of vexing problems of today. And yet, this is not unfamiliar ground for this university. 80 years ago, during the Great Depression, Russell Lawrence had the vision and the foresight to believe that technology and engineering were key to economic growth and social advancement. At the time, in 1932, Michigan faced nearly 50% unemployment. Now try to get president leadership by that time. Detroit's once steaming and automotive companies were crippled as people lacked the money to buy cars. Mortgages were foreclosed. Families were literally thrown out on the street. Banks closed and totally wiped out savings of thousands, and with it, their hopes and dreams. Our founder, Russell Lawrence, was himself laid off as Dean of Engineering with almost all his faculty at University of Detroit. But he had a new and a different vision for engineering education. His dream was that higher education and the professions it serves could collaborate and be true partners. That was unusual and indeed pioneering. In that era, that was Lawrence Tech would provide evening programs serving working people. He collaborated with the great Henry Ford and Edsel Ford, who provided guidance, counsel, and space near the sprawling Model T assembly plant in Highland Park to launch a new revolutionary experiment, Lawrence Institute of Technology. The institute operated from that site, training and providing skilled engineers, architects, and managers until the mid-1950s, when it moved to this campus. Those early years, my friends, were difficult years. Russell, joined by his brother George and the faculty, had many, many sacrifices. Slowly, fortunately, the economy improved, and the new Lawrence Institute of Technology blossomed. Our early students, faculty, and alumni contributed mightily to this region's apt designation as the arsenal of democracy during World War II. Yes. They designed and manufactured armaments, vehicles, tanks, and planes. Soon, many of our alumni were helping to lead the consumer economy that followed and began holding leadership positions in such industries as automotive, aeronautics, aerospace, defense, electronics, architecture, construction, and much more. Today, 80 years since our founding, we are a comprehensive university with a focused professional emphasis. We have over 100 programs from associate degrees to doctorates. And while we distinguish ourselves in theory and practice, our motto since our founding, we offer much more. L2U's strong core curriculum provides a foundation for a whole well-educated person. We do take pride in developing good communicators and place great emphasis on developing leadership and entrepreneurship skills. For generations, L2U has fostered leadership that has had transformative influence on students and communities. The words of our third president, Wayne Buell, still resonate today. The Lawrence Tech is a private university serving a public purpose. Yes. Thank you. L2U is also an agile university located in the business epicenter of Metro Detroit in the great city of Southfield, a university that can quickly assess and anticipate academic, corporate, and regional needs and respond quickly with new programs that address opportunities in a rapidly changing economy. So the good news, despite the still sputtering economy, for those of us interested in employment, in architecture, technology, and here in Detroit, we are within one of the world's greatest centers of job opportunity. Yes. Thank you. Southeast Michigan has the highest concentration of technological-related employment in the Midwest, and we trail only to California, Silicon Valley nationally in architecture and engineering employment. Ladies and gentlemen, we start selling these assets and stop apologizing for Michigan. Thank you. Media have recently described the tremendous unmet national need for engineering talent in our automotive and manufacturing sector. Our College of Engineering, the academic base from all LTU programs have evolved, is a vibrant contributor to engineers, technologists who remain the engine of Michigan economy. Our College of Architecture and Design is the proud home of nearly 50% of all licensed architects working in Michigan. How about that? The college and its alumni are busy helping economic emergence of the state by training and producing experts in transportation and industrial design. Of course, the firm academic foundation in liberal arts, critical thinking, empowerment skills, cultural endowment is fostered by our core curriculum and programs in our College of Arts and Sciences. And our College of Management provides opportunities for leaders in all disciplines to manage people, businesses, and other forms of enterprise. But we cannot rest or sit on our laurels. In Friedman's flat world, today's competition can come from anywhere in the globe. The global economy is producing fundamental changes. In a recent article in magazine Forbes, Wadhwa points out to the rebirth of US manufacturing and return of US corporations currently manufacturing in China. This reverse transition will be led by robotics, artificial intelligence, and nanotechnology, areas that are well represented in our curricula. What distinguishes LTU is the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship. Our faculty, students, and staff make things. They create products, and they innovate. Many inventions and devices that we all use today were developed by LTU graduates. It is thus a matter of great pride that two of our 1978-79 graduates, the Mockery brothers, were recently credited with developing sensors for NASA's newest Mars rover. It is hard to stop, particularly ladies in the audience, to shop at any leading mall whose design has not been influenced by its owner and our former student, Al Taubman. Equally challenging would be the use of Microsoft software or technology without invoking the name of its CEO, a former LTU student, Steve Ballmer. And how about this? Who can forget John DeLorean, an LTU alum and one of the most innovative and iconic car makers in automobile history? The US Chamber of Commerce still salutes the leadership of his former president, our graduate, Ed Donnelly. Yeah. Thank you. When the tallest building in China and the second tallest building in the world celebrates its completion in Shanghai, the name of its design architect, LTU alum, Don Winey, will be even greater force to reckon with. Electric engineering alumna Elizabeth Howell manages large transmission towers and grid that provides electricity to 6 Midwestern states, including Michigan. Yes. And alumna Beverly Hanna is among the first 5 African-American women to found their own architectural firms. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me acknowledge these distinguished ambassadors and alumni of Lawrence Tech. Thank you. As was mentioned earlier, these are just some of the nearly 35,000 men and women graduates of this great university. Lawrence Tech is building new synergies, meeting new needs with exciting new programs such as automotive design, sustainable architecture, emerging energy technology, innovative materials, life sciences, robotics, computer applications. We are developing new delivery methods to L2U online that brings Lawrence Tech education to ever greater audiences. And we continuously look to package our offerings in ways that are even more effective and convenient. Student life is accelerating as well. Discussions on additional housing are progressing, and they are in place. Student clubs are enthusiastically active, as are truly our study abroad and exchange programs, co-ops, internship with industry. Many faculty have distinguished themselves nationally and internationally and are noted for their expertise and scholarship. We must provide additional opportunities to support their pursuits of academic and scholastic excellence. These creative works will generate new knowledge that can be brought into classrooms, studios, and laboratories. We are committed to educating our students on sustainability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations. Yes. Education has always been founding principle in shaping destinies of nations, societies, and families. Growing up in a prominent post-independence India, all of my siblings experienced privileges and limitations. I had role models in our father, my brothers and sisters. It was my late mother who provided a timely and critical guidance in directing me to the seriousness of education to complement my interest and involvement in sports, music, poetry, and theater. In the Thomas Edison's tradition, as Chairman Royce mentioned earlier, my father instilled the value of hard work and ethic in all his children. He used to say, "Work like a horse and live like a saint." I've only accomplished that 50%. Thank you. Before he took his law degree, he worked as a teacher, and 3 generations of Moudgils have committed to education, as my sisters Krishna and Pinky, my brother Tony, my children Sapna and Rishi also hold positions in academic environments. Enough could not be said of the support and sacrifice my wife Parviz, herself an educator, made to support my professional interests and growth. Please help me thank this blessed family. It is customary for a new leader to set goals and vision at the outset. I've been here just 3 months, and that has allowed me opportunities to learn all I can about the spirit and values L2U holds dear. But there is more to learn about intrinsic strength of this great institution and about areas that need our attention. A bottom-up rather than top-down approach would suggest that we let faculty, staff, students, and alumni set the goals and craft a vision. Such an approach transcends personal ideas but combines them with campus aspiration and expectations of alumni and corporate partners. In the words of Yogi Berra, it is hard to make predictions, especially about the future. But from a year from now, I plan to present to this campus our vision, a shared vision for this university. But for this afternoon, yes. But for this afternoon, I'll offer some initial thoughts that will lead to constructing a shared vision. L2U offers, as you know, numerous unique and challenging programs. However, all new programs will be multidisciplinary with no disciplinary silos. Success of our biomedical engineering, life sciences, and health IT program dictates exploration of programs in health education sector that complements strength of our existing current programs. Yes. We are an institution that embraces diversity at all levels. We are committed to maintaining and increasing diversity in our people and programs and have commitment to inclusiveness. Education has no borders. We have strong percentage of foreign students and a good number of our students studying abroad. In the spirit of the expression, think globally, act locally, working with the provost, we will explore planning a summer program under the aegis of LTU Global Village. The international turmoil you're all aware of recently, terrorism, violence in many countries around the globe are alarming. It calls for development of a concentration of studies in the College of Arts and Sciences on multicultural, interfaith, global understanding, and we'll be the first to do it. The quality of our academic program is of paramount importance to us, with the largest freshman class in years entering this fall, and with the highest GPA and ACT scores ever. It will be an inspirational and institutional goal to complement this strength with a resolve that all current and future LTU program will be accredited by appropriate state or national organizations. To be truly distinctive when working with the provost and faculty, LTU will require all undergraduate students to engage in applied research, not advise, as a condition for graduation. This will be the first university in America. Corporate relationships and partnerships are critical for the mission and academic programs of LTU. In the coming years, we'll strive to establish 10 new corporate endowed professorships to attract and retain notable faculty. Student learning and campus life will be top priorities of our administration. We will strive for increasing enrollment and retention to expand opportunities for students to engage in the university and in the community. The twin pillars of our institution's historic success in engineering and architecture and the emerging programs in life sciences will have a new home in the state-of-the-art facility as we close on meeting the Taubman Challenge. On a somber note, the national statistics of student debt demands that we work together to expand both need-based and merit scholarships to lower the burden of student debt leading to or upon graduation. Education in the shining city on the hill, as we call it, should be a right, not a privilege. This matter is illustrated in this one-liner Q&A I read recently in a magazine. When a student of American literature was asked which book helped him most in the college, he answered, "My father's checkbook." That is a student debt, ladies and gentlemen. No president can do it alone. LTU and I will continue to seek your involvement, your ideas, your counsel, and your support as we work to improve facilities, increase our endowment, recruit and reward outstanding faculty and staff, add more scholarship and financial aid options, and do all these things that will advance this university to ever greater prominence and success in serving students. We are a private, distinctive institution that has had a notable role in Michigan's contributions toward America's global leadership during periods of war and peace. We are small, but we believe in the proverb, it is not the size of the dog that matters, it is the fury with which it attacks. I feel the enthusiasm of our campus community. Our strength as a university is in our greatest asset, and it is our people. In the end, my friends, it is all about our students, who will become alumni, leaders, and community transformers. To paraphrase Charles Dickens, these are the best of times, and these are the worst of times. But worst or better, this is our time. I am grateful to trustees for their confidence in my leadership and for this appointment as president. I look forward to working with our campus community, alumni, donors, business and corporate community collaborators, our international partners, and other friends who have supported Lawrence Tech to bring it to where we are today. And for now, new generations of students wait to be educated to serve their communities, nation, and the world. So let us begin this journey together. Together, we can do much more, and how difficult and challenging it might be. Together, we'll assure that LTU fulfills its noble vision to be a preeminent private university, producing leaders with an entrepreneurial spirit and a global view. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sharing this special time with us at LTU.